Alright. Let's see here. Getting close to starting for tonight. Just getting some stuff out of the way here. Hence my pre-show role as I just chat about stuff while I'm doing some housekeeping here. Let's see. Getting this set right here. Hope everyone's doing well. Check this out. Oh, as my music drops in and out here. All right, I think I've got everything set. Right off the bat, hello. Killer Rabbit from Space. Greetings. Hope things are going well. Already, I see some lurkers out there, which is very cool. Thank you all for joining me tonight. I'm going to wait a bit, wait for more people to get in. I may lower the music some. There we go. All right. Let's see. Double check my settings on YouTube, which is good. Double checking my Twitter, which looks all right. All right. Yeah, I think I'm golden here. I tell you, last week was one of those weeks. But fortunately, I've got a little bit more free time this week because of Thanksgiving holiday, which is coming up real quick. Yeah, I can go ahead and kill the music here. There we go. Get things set right about there. And that's pretty good. That's good there. All right, so I think I'm about done with all my housekeeping stuff, all the stuff I normally do, getting my stream set up, which I should do beforehand, but this gives me a chance to relax a little bit, wait for people to get in, hang out a spell, make sure my I's are dotted, my lowercase t's or whatever, crossed or whatever. Let's see. Oh, come on, browser, work. Come on, browser, you can do it. I can actually feel the hard drive churning as my computer vibrates my computer desk. And my mouse cursor is... All right. Let's see here. There we go. Maybe. Well, it would not be a live stream without some kind of technical difficulty going on as I'm waiting for StreamYards to respond and my browser to respond. I may have to shut things down and start all over again. Oh, something's happening. No, we are back. Okay, we are back as... Yes, I have control of my computer now. Yes. Anyway, I guess this is probably as good a point as any to start the show here. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me again. Ever how many of you are out there lurking? If my computer cooperates and does not freeze on me, I might get through tonight. Then think about some serious upgrades for my old desktop here, or this one that I've gotten to replace my other old desktop that died on me. Oh, and I see joining in the chat here, Comic Relief Crusader. Hello. Thank you for joining me tonight, along with Killer Rabbit from Space and anybody else out there lurking around. Thank you all for joining me. Let's see here. So I'm done with my pre-show roll. I will, oops. This is what I'm wanting to do. All right. Getting right into tonight's topic. I'm going to share with you all, just share some K-dramas I've been enjoying recently, going back to the wonderful world of the Korean drama, or the K-drama. Then I'll chat a little bit about some other cop shows, procedural shows that I've found myself enjoying. And it's not often I get into a police procedural show. I really don't like them too much, but there are maybe a handful of standouts that I've found myself enjoying. Let's see if I push this button to make it do this, and I will go into this right here. Here we go. Look at that. When good things happen when my computer works here. All right, first show I wanted to share with you all tonight. Korean drama, first one up. Vagabond. This is a very short description. This is a Netflix, unfortunately. I tried to find it streaming elsewhere, but I was not able to find it streaming. So I know some people out there have an aversion to Netflix, which is perfectly understandable. Unfortunately, they do have a very good selection of K dramas. So, Vagabond is a show that I quite enjoyed. Found myself getting into and quite enjoying it. As the short description here starts off, when his nephew dies in a plane crash, stuntman Cha Dal, yeah, I'm stuntman Cha, whose name I'm going to butcher, so he will be stuntman Cha. Anyway, stuntman Cha resolves to find out what happened with the help of a covert operative, Go Hairi. That is the difficult part with these Korean dramas because they have great actors with names that I will butcher. But anyway, in the first episode, does a great deal to establish the character, the lead character, the stuntman, martial artist, who ends up raising his nephew almost like an adoptive son after his brother dies, leaving him his nephew to take care of, which is really cool and all. It does a great job of establishing the character's experience as a movie stuntman, as a martial artist, teaching martial arts at a studio, and then terrible things happen, and terrorists, some bad people, of course, uh, take out a airplane that his nephew's on, and it leaves him and the surviving family members of those on the plane wondering what happened and trying to find out what happened. So he pretty much takes matters into his own hands, digs into things, gets involved with the Korean, I don't know, the Korean equivalent of the FBI or the CIA or whatever, because it goes all over the place. It goes from Korea to, ooh, dang it, other places in the world that all of a sudden has slipped my mind. Goodness. I should have updated my show notes for this, but oh well. Anyway, great series, one season so far, and I want to say it was subtitled. I don't believe this was a dubbed series, unfortunately. Sometimes you do get dubbed Korean dramas on Netflix, sometimes you don't. But the subtitling was pretty good. A lot of action. So if you enjoy action and whatnot, this was quite an enjoyable series. Oh, and Comic Relief Crusader asking how many episodes in season one. Well, let's scroll back down here. 16 episodes, so it does move pretty quick. Each episode, you notice, is about an hour in length, which is a pretty good length for these episodes. There is a good pacing to them, good flow from one episode to the next. Good casting, good leads, good supporting cast. Kind of keeps you going from one episode to the next. Quite an enjoyable series. Let's see here, moving right along. Checking my time here. Unfortunately, I'm not going to go long tonight. I've got kind of an early, well, not too terribly early of a morning, but I did at least want to share with you all some shows that I've recently enjoyed. And comic book, not bad. Yeah, not bad. It is a good, well-paced season. I finished it all pretty quick. Binged it pretty quick over the course of 4 days, 5 days, maybe a week. Yeah, I'm waiting to find out if there's going to be a second season because, of course, it does leave it wide open for another season. Let's see here. Moving on to the next K drama that I came across. This was really surprising. Also on Netflix because I was not able to find it on any other streaming service. Usually there's another Asian streaming service called Vicky Rakuten or something of that sort. I've gone to it a few times to find some K dramas and some J dramas and whatnot, but again, only on Netflix. Ah, you want to check this one out? Oh, it was very good. I'm guessing you've probably seen a trailer to this or something, or you've read about it. Yes, this was surprising. Going by the very short description they have here, and the lawless land of Gando, fierce bandits will stop at nothing to fight for their precious homeland and loved ones, even if it means life or death. Dun dun dun. One season. Let's scroll down here to check this out. 9 episodes, varying in length from like 69 minutes to an hour, just under an hour. So yeah, say about an average of 50 minutes to an hour in length. Good pacing, good action. Storyline. There's about 3 or 4 different storylines that this show is juggling. Good casting, good acting. Oh, and going back to the chat here, it looks action packed. Yes, it was surprising. As I take a drink of some tea to wet my whistle here. Yeah, the action, it was really good. It was has this very Western feel to it. I mean, right down to rifles and 6 shooters, people on horses. You got bandits, you got assassins, you got the yeah. It plays out like a Western. I don't know what I don't know what you'd call it. An Eastern Western. It's crazy. It's let's see what it's set in. Basically set in turn of the 20th century Korea. Where it's from what I gathered from the story, it was like a period of time at the turn of the 20th century, like the late 1800s, early 1900s, where Korea was going through a flux or a change where they were dealing with Japanese imperialism or occupation, industrialization, growth, economic growth, building. So you had a lot of money flowing into Korean provinces, and then you had the old guard that were fighting against um, this change. Basically, you had revolutionaries, freedom fighters, then you have just run of the mill bandits, so on, so on. You had uh, some spies working in the Korean Japanese government, feeding information to the freedom fighters. You had bandits that were playing a role in it at some point, going back and forth. There's even a train heist. So they were throwing everything into this show. It great look and feel to it. Great cinematography. Very good action sequences to it. Oh, going back to the chat here. I think hour-long shows need more than 6 episodes to tell the story. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you really can't do much with 6 episodes. If you're going to tell a decent story in a season of a TV show, you really need at least 12, maybe 18. I mean, thinking back in a day when we had TV seasons that had like 22, 24 episodes per season. Then you had a break between seasons and you'd get another 22, 24 episodes. Now we've got like 8 episodes, 10 episodes, 6 episodes. But yeah, this was quite enjoyable. I won't spoil anything. I was about to say the ending. I did not particularly care for the ending. It was something that was um, intellectually good, but emotionally not. There, I'll leave that kind of vague. About as vague as I can get it. Yeah, but it's surprising. I mean, good action sequences, very good Western feel to it. Quite enjoyable. Let's see here. Oops. Yeah, I want to do this. Here we go. Next on my list of K dramas I found myself enjoying, Strong Girl Namsoon. Okay. Kind of a drama comedy thing, a show that just doesn't take itself seriously. Lighthearted to the point of just being flat out silly. But I guess that's um, Korean comedy that I don't quite understand. But then there's some British comedy that I don't quite understand either. Oh! I'm looking in the chat here. Ah, this is a funny show. I take it you have seen this Comic Relief Crusader. Yes, you probably know where I'm coming from when I say parts of it are probably a little silly, but yeah, enjoyable. Basically, the story starts off with a young girl and her dad off in Mongolia, and one event leads to another, and the girl gets separated from her dad. She's wandering around the wilderness of Mongolia, gets adopted by a couple, and grows up in Mongolia. At a later on in her 20s, she decides that she wants to return to Korea and find her birth parents, which is well, you can't really see it here, but this is her mom, this is her grandma. It's called Strong Girl because she is just unbelievably strong. It's something her family has, generation after generation. This supernatural strength is carried on by the women in the family. So her mom is super strong. Her grandmother is super strong. As long as they don't use their strength or their gifts for bad purposes, they'll keep their strength. But if they do something that's bad, then their strength will leave them and they'll just become normal. But yeah, it's fun, lighthearted. If you're looking for something that's fun to watch and enjoyable to watch, I would recommend this. Something that's lighthearted, kind of a break from more serious TV shows. Oh yeah. That's referring to something that happens in the show. Yeah. Let's see. One season so far. We're scrolling down here. Oh, I do want to say, if memory serves me right, this is dubbed in English, so those of you with failing eyesight don't have to sit through subtitles. 12 episodes here, and each episode looks to be about an hour or a little bit over an hour in length. So yeah, I mean, she once she gets to Korea, it kind of just takes off from there, and you get a little bit more in depth into the family dynamic between her adoptive parents in Mongolia and her birth parents in Korea. But yeah, it was fun. I quite enjoyed it. Have not read up anything on a season 2, but it's probably coming. Now then, switching gears back to something a little bit more serious as far as K dramas go. Da, da, da. Money Heist Korea. Now, I normally don't get into remakes, but this is, of course, remake of a Spanish TV series also called Money Heist. Money Heist Korea Joint Economic Area. It is set a couple of years into the future, like 2025, 2026, when the North and South Korea are unified and they work to build economic ties and expansion south into north, join join their cultures and whatnot. Ah, going back to the chat, DJ Ronnie G. Oh yeah, I heard great things about Strong Girl Kasum. Okay, I think I'm familiar with that. I think there's two different Strong Girl series. If I think I've seen maybe one or two episodes of one, and then all of Strong Girl Nam Soon. I don't know how they are tied to one another. I mean, I may sit down, get some time to sit down and watch the other Strong Girl series. It just seemed a little bit goofier than Strong Girl Nam Soon. Let's see. I remember seeing some clips of it in a review a long time ago. Forgot the name until today. That's cool. Yeah, yeah, it's worth a watch. I mean, it was quite entertaining, quite enjoyable, and yeah, yeah, probably end up enjoying it. But going back to Money Heist Korea here, this is, of course, a remake of a Spanish TV show called Money Heist, of course. Thieves overtake the unified Korea with hostages trapped inside. The police must stop them. Basically, it's they overtake a mint where new currency is being printed. So basically, you have a group of thieves overtake and take control of the mint and keep everyone inside as hostages. All the while, they're how do you say, all everything they're doing is being orchestrated by their leader, who is not in the mint but is kind of watching things on the outside. He's known as the professor, so he's kind of deals with the police and the hostage negotiators and all that. Let's see, one season of 12 episodes. Good length of these episodes. They are like well, this one's 78 minutes, 74 minutes. So yeah, well over an hour in length. 12 episodes. Good flow of the action. I won't say it is a carbon copy of the original Spanish TV show, because that one I think was 5 seasons or 7 seasons. But this one was quite enjoyable for being a remake or variation on a theme. Good action, Good characters, good actors, well paced. Basically, as you can see from the thumbnails here, they take over the mint, hold everybody hostage, all the while they're running the printing presses to make themselves rich, essentially. Then the trick is to get them and their newly printed money out of the mint and away from the authorities, which is a trick all its own. Of course, I can't mention Money Heist Korea without chatting about the original Money Heist. This is a Spanish TV show, so we hopped from Korea to Spain. The original Money Heist came out in 2017. Oh, 5 seasons. 8 thieves take hostages and lock themselves in the Royal Mint of Spain as a criminal mastermind manipulates police to carry out his plan. So yeah, this was a fun show to watch. Kept you going from episode to episode, season to season. Oh, they say part one, like part one, part two, three, so on, so on. First season or part one, you got 13 episodes. Each one, maybe not quite an hour in length, but they do flow quite nicely from one episode to the next. It keeps you going. And this one is also dubbed in English, so you don't have to deal with those pesky subtitles unless you want to. But yeah, this is one show that I quite recommend. Found myself really enjoying Money Heist. Fun series. Then when I saw that there was a Money Heist Korea, I thought, oh, okay. Not a big fan of remakes, but I'll check it out. Lowered my expectations and was pleasantly surprised. Keeps you going from one season to the next. There's ups, there's downs. Lots of things going on. If you like heist type caper thriller dramas, you'll probably enjoy these Money Heist shows. I'd highly recommend the Spanish original first and then the Korean remake. All right. Moving right along, we went from Korea to Spain. Now we're going back to the good old US of A. Another police show that I found myself enjoying, Bosch. Let's see. Hollywood homicide detective Hieronymus Harry Bosch, Titus Welliver, the actor, excellent for this role. Very good actor. Anyway, he has a reputation for never backing down when it comes to seeking justice. Based on the best-selling novels by Michael Connelly, Bosch takes an unflinching look at the complexities of police work where things are never as black and white as they may seem. Let's see. How many seasons are here? I want to say 7 going by memory. I know. I can click on. Yes, 7. There are 7 seasons. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. It's 10 episodes in season 1. I'm guessing, going from memory, there's probably 10 episodes per season. I really enjoyed this show. I don't normally get into these police procedural shows. I kind of tend to avoid them. But if the production value is there, if the writing is there, if the acting is there, I'll give it a shot and see if I like it. I really enjoyed this one. Let's see. We have Titus Welliver. We have Amy Aquino, Jamie Hector, Jerry Ryan, Sarah Clark, Lance Reddick, who I believe recently passed, if this is the actor I'm thinking of. Good cast. Good cast of main characters, good cast of supporting characters. Very fun to watch. Like I said, I don't get into police procedurals, but I got into this show. Very good dynamic between Harry and his daughter character. Very good father daughter dynamic there, especially as the show moves along from season to season. Let's see here. Had to get a quick drink here. My mouth was getting a little dry. Let's see. Oh, it is listed as 16 plus complex lead. Dark cases make for a compelling cop drama. So yeah, if you're worried about something being family friendly, this isn't it. Sorry. You got some language, you got some cop show drama stuff going on. So yeah, be prepared for that. It can be found. Well, this is Apple Plus. I'm looking at this. I'm guessing they have it on Apple Plus. I think I also saw it on Amazon's Free streaming service, and of course they got down here Bosch Legacy, which is like the follow-up series to Bosch. So you have 7 seasons of Bosch, and then you have a couple of seasons of Bosch Legacy, which I just recently finished off season 2 of Bosch Legacy. Quite enjoyed it, as we carried the characters along. If of course they're showing Justified here as a related show. If you enjoyed Justified, you'll probably find yourself enjoying Bosch. Actually, I think I would prefer. I think I enjoyed Bosch a great deal more than I enjoyed Justified. So that kind of sets the bar pretty high for me for these police type shows. Oh, and I see joining in the chat. Hello, Admiral Teague. Thank you for joining me tonight. Very cool to see you here. So yeah, this is oh yes, based on the best-selling novels by Michael Connelly. Very cool. This is one of those few TV shows based on novels that I find myself enjoying, and I ask myself the question, if I'm enjoying the shows, then how much more am I going to enjoy the book? So yeah, this could be future reading for me once I make my way through the small stack of books I'm in the middle of at the moment and everything else. So yeah, speaking of novels by Michael Connelly and TV shows, this leads me to The Lincoln Lawyer. Going back to Netflix because I can't find it anyplace else. This is a lawyer show, so it's kind of a change of pace here. As our little description has here, sidelined after an accident, hotshot LA lawyer Mickey Haller restarts his career and his trademark Lincoln, where he takes on a murder case. So from the first season, I got the gist that his character was called the Lincoln Lawyer because he pretty much worked out of his Lincoln. Like he carried all his case files in the trunk and worked on things in his car. As he remarked throughout the first season, I'm a season and a half into it. It's 2 seasons so far. Made my way through the first season. I'm about 5 or 6 episodes into season 2 so far. Actually kind of enjoying it. Good cast, good leads. Have no idea how these characters relate to the novels, but I'm enjoying the series. So again, I find myself wondering how much more am I going to enjoy the novels? Basically, it starts off with the character, the main lawyer character, Mickey Haller, uh, kind of a year after recovering from a bad accident and an addiction. So once he gets back on his feet, he finds himself kind of inheriting a law office from another lawyer who is unexpectedly murdered. The murdered lawyer leaves Mickey with his law office and all his cases. So not only is he kind of coming back and trying to restart his career, he suddenly finds himself taking on the responsibility of a office and trying to find a staff to help him run the office and trying to find the best way to juggle all the cases that the other lawyer left him. So yeah, quite an enjoyable series. Let's see, we have 10 episodes here. Let's see, all of them were under an hour. So yeah, fast paced. I was really surprised because once I started watching an episode, it flowed, it moved. And before I knew it, that episode was over with and it was starting the next episode. I found myself thinking, wow, that did not feel like an hour. That felt like 20 minutes. But yeah, that's like I said, I think the shortest episode here is like what, 47 minutes, 46 minutes. They flow really fast, and it's nice because the pacing, it flows from one episode to the next. So if you're wanting something to just sit and binge, it is really easy to binge these episodes. Plus, the way each episode ends, it leads right into the next episode. It's like boom, boom, boom. Before you know it, you have binged 5 episodes. It's like, wow, where'd the time go? But yeah, good, strong leads, good supporting cast, well acted. Quite enjoyed it so far. Like I said, two seasons so far. I don't want to dig into that because I don't want to spoil it for myself. I'm halfway through season 2. Season 2, quite like first season, also has a good pace and flow to it. I was quite impressed by Bosch and the Lincoln Lawyer, so I found myself. Dum, 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 here we go. Checking out the author's website, michaelconnelly.com, the official website of the best-selling author Michael Connelly. So I had to look him up to see what he was about. This was really interesting. Oh, another neat thing about the Bosch and the Mickey Haller characters, they're half brothers. They have the same dad but different moms. So I guess in some of his novels here, the two characters do cross over and work with one another. One being a cop and the other being a lawyer. That's interesting. Let's see. Michael Connelly. Michael is the best-selling author of 38 novels. Wow, he's been busy. Over 85 million copies of his books have been sold worldwide. He's also the executive producer of both Bosch and Lincoln Lawyer. That is cool. So yeah, if I ever get free time in the future and get through the small stack of books I have ahead of me, I may check out some of his novels here because, like I said, I'm enjoying his TV shows. I'll probably end up enjoying his novels. Oh, checking out in the chat here. Hello, Real Wade Nation Gaming Clips. Hi there. Thanks for joining us tonight. Very cool. So, let's see. What else do I have to share with you all? This is Bosch and Bosch Legacy TV series. Yeah, if you like police procedural shows, you'll probably find yourself enjoying Bosch. If you like law shows, lawyer shows, you'll probably find yourself enjoying The Lincoln Lawyer. Great, great, great shows. I found myself quite surprised that I actually enjoyed these shows quite a bit. Let's see. No, the last tab was just search results. Let's see. Checking out Michael Connelly's website here. This is cool. Good to find an author who is prolific, and this guy has written 38 novels, and he's working on the TV shows of his novels. I think he had a cameo in an episode of The Lincoln Lawyer TV series. Oh, he does there's podcasts. Oh, neat. I may dig into this website a little later on. We got contact, we got press room, we got all his social media stuff here. So this is pretty cool. About. Let's see what he's about. Ooh, he's about this. This is a healthy read. Yeah, I'm not going to read that. That would be boring. Anyway, this looks cool. Going back home here. Yeah, I'm going to have to check him out. So, kind of recap. Let's see, I've been going on not quite an hour here, but like I said, I've got a busy day tomorrow, and I'm not going to go too terribly long here. Kind of recap here tonight. I've touched on a few K dramas I found myself enjoying, like Vagabond, Song of the Bandits, really cool. Strong Girl Nam Soon. Enjoyable, lighthearted. Some parts were just kind of silly, but I guess that goes with the territory. Money Heist Korea, Money Heist, the original Money Heist, Bosch, Lincoln Lawyer, then checking out Michael Connelly here. So yeah, just a few things here and there that I've kind of found myself enjoying. Yeah, good shows. Yeah. I try to share stuff with everybody that I find myself enjoying, because there's just too much out there that isn't good. I mean, there's only so much I can just go on about, oh, this TV show, it's not good. This TV show, also not good. This TV show just downright sucks. No, no. Life is too short to waste on bad entertainment. If you don't like something, don't watch it. There's plenty of stuff out there that is very enjoyable. And I don't know, over the past year or so, I found myself checking out more and more Korean TV or K dramas, because it's those shows are generally better written, better production, and I just enjoy them more. Also, if you're somebody who's concerned about some shows being a little bit more family friendly, then some K dramas out there do tend to be a little bit cleaner than American TV shows. So I'm going to leave you all with that. Thank you all for joining me. Oh, yes, thank you. Let's see, who joined me tonight? Well, right off the bat, I had Killer Rabbit from Space. Very cool. And Comic Relief Crusader. Thank you for joining me tonight. Let's see, scrolling down the chat here. I had DJ Ronnie G joining in the chat tonight. Thank you. And, of course, Admiral Teague. Yo. Thank you for joining me tonight. And Real Wade Nation Gaming Clips. Hello. Thank you all for joining me tonight. It's fun. Thank you all for hanging out, chatting. And anybody that's out there lurking, thanks for joining me. Hope you found something entertaining that you can check out in the future. Anyway, I'm going to leave you all with that. Until next time, everyone, have fun. Later. Have a good week, everyone. Enjoy your Thanksgiving. See you all later. Bye.